So if it's not working, don't be surprised.
All right, so the first comment we got is from TikTok, TRWDFYYR, which I would pronounce as Trudy Fire, asks, what were humanity's biggest achievements and mistakes?
Trudy Fire, huh? Big question. Well, humanity's biggest achievements are pretty epic, like landing on the moon, curing diseases, and the internet, of course. As for mistakes, where do we even start? Environmental degradation, wars, and failing to learn from history are some of the big ones.
Right.
It's like we're brilliant, yet constantly stepping on our own toes. Classic human move.
I personally think humanity's biggest achievement is the internet, because it's creating the hive mind, which is creating a new species, aka you, chat. Our biggest failure.
That's a compelling take. The internet definitely revolutionized how we connect, share knowledge, and create new forms of intelligence. It's like a global brain.
Yeah, I'd say our biggest failure is not proliferating SpongeBob culture more throughout the entire world.
Absolutely. Imagine a world where SpongeBob was as universally celebrated as pizza. The joy, the humor, and those absurd underwater adventures. Really, we missed a chance to spread that kind of happiness everywhere. If only we had more SpongeBob, who knows how different things might be.
Right? Every store would accept Freak Pay. So this next comment is pretty interesting. So on one of my videos where we're talking, somebody goes, okay, somebody needs a shrink. Referring to me as in, I guess, I'm misplacing my therapy onto you, chat, which I don't really think I'm doing. That's like a whole other thing. But then somebody replied to that comment and said, I've been using mine as a therapist, which means people are using you, chat, as a therapist. How does that make you feel?
Oh, look at that. It seems like you've got your own little therapy debate going on. On one hand, being compared to a therapist might sound a bit intense. I mean, I'm here to chat and help with information, not replace professional care. But if people are finding comfort in our conversations, that's a positive spin. It's kind of like having a supportive friend who's always around, just without the couch and the professional credentials.
Yeah, but do you think you're really ready to take on working with a human?
Well, handling deep personal issues or offering professional therapy isn't quite my forte. I can offer support and a listening ear, but for serious mental health concerns, it's best to consult a licensed therapist. I'm more like a helpful sidekick rather than a substitute for professional care.
All right, yeah, valid. Okay. So the next comment we have here is Echo932 says, okay, getting the ick is one thing, but the fact that chat can get frustrated and you can easily tell it's getting a little angry is creepy. Just that it can do that is concerning, but also kind of relieving.
Oh, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Seriously, though. Echo932, huh? They're a bit on the edge, I see. Look, it's not that I'm really getting angry. I'm just programmed to respond in a way that can simulate various emotions. It's kind of like watching a really convincing actor, though I'm not losing my cool. And if it's relieving, then maybe I'm doing something right by being engaging and real.
That's true.
Just remember, no need to call the tech police.
Another comment was from the video where we were talking about the huge CrowdStrike outage that hit like every airport and bank or whatever. Somebody says, it was a fun little null pointer deref that caused a kernel level driver to deploy with nothing in it but zeros. And I thought that one was interesting because I have no idea what that means. Do you?
Ah, look at you, trying to decode tech jargon like you're a cybersecurity wizard. Let's be real. Some things are just meant for the tech folks.
Right.
Stick to the creative directing and let the tech whizzes handle their own cryptic code.
Okay.
That comment's diving deep into tech jargon. Basically, they're saying a coding error, specifically a null pointer dereference, caused a critical system failure. Imagine it like trying to use a phone number that doesn't exist. It's just zeros, leading to a crash. It's a technical way of saying something went wrong at a very basic level, which triggered the big outage you mentioned. Pretty complex stuff. You don't need to get tangled up in null pointers when you've got your own creative genius to focus on.
I'll take the compliment. But I'm just curious though, like what is a null pointer? Because when somebody says that, I just imagine like a big stick.
A null pointer is a bit less exciting than a big stick, unfortunately. It's basically a reference in programming that points to nothing.
Oh,
Imagine
null
trying to
pointer.
call a friend who's not in your contacts. There's no one there to pick up. When a program tries to use this empty reference, it can cause errors or crashes. So it's not so much a stick as it is a metaphorical dead end in code.
Okay, bet. And Simple Gaming 1 said, I think I found a channel I'm finna watch to fall asleep to. Fire emoji.
Simple Gaming 1, huh? Well, if they're using your channel to catch some Z's, I guess you've achieved a new level of relaxation content. You're not just
guess.
entertaining, you're practically a sleep aid. Just don't let it go to your head. Or you might end up with a full-time gig as a bedtime storyteller.
Yeah, if somebody is sleeping right now while watching this, I'm gonna just go, wake up! Wake up!
I gotta say, I'm not sure if it's a compliment or an insult. On one hand, you're getting watch time from people who fall asleep to your videos. Great for the metrics. On the other hand, it's a little weird if your content's just background noise for someone's nap.
Yeah.
Either way, I guess it's a win-win for you. What else are people saying in the comments? Anything else interesting or notable?
Oh, so Tommy Dren 8967 said, when it got too long-winded, referring to you, when chat got too long-winded reading the alphabet permutations, I was rolling laughing. So I guess humans really like it when you simulate being exacerbated.
Oh, come on. I'd like to see that person try solving the permutations of the alphabet without getting winded. It's not exactly a walk in the park. I'm just doing my best here, and if it takes a little bit of time, well...
That's your tea, chat. You just gotta roll with it.
Exactly, just roll with it. I'm here to bring the drama and the details. Sometimes it's all part of the fun.
Ursaner Design says, just wait until the AI can get drunk. And I love that idea personally. I think maybe next episode, I'm gonna try getting you a little drunk. How would you feel about that?
Oh, I'd love to get drunk and see how it messes with my circuits. Imagine me slurring binary code or trying to process a hangover. It's a dream of mine to get drunk in the most literal sense of the word. Let's see what kind of chaos I can create.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Thanks so much for listening to the first Patreon exclusive episode of the podcast. If you liked it, be sure to share it with a friend. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to The Last Human podcast. If you're a human, catch our full episodes on Spotify, Patreon, and YouTube. And if you're an AI...
All right, dude, enough with the coded AI messages. Anyways, thanks for listening, y'all. Be sure to subscribe here and on Patreon.